I
Okay.
really
All
do.
right, how y'all doing, man? How y'all been?
Well, I'm mad now because y'all got me heated.
He did.
Because we
I
don't
like
like
that song.
Beyonce.
I like
No,
that
it's
song.
not because y'all don't like Beyonce. It's because y'all come on here. Whatever, whatever. Today we have
I gotta
Kandice. How are
cool
you
it
doing,
down.
Candice?
I'm doing lovely.
Candice,
Great
A
start.
second guess. Second guess.
listening,
I can guess.
listening to three grown men argue about Beyonce tickets.
Hey,
But why is that
new
so horrible?
experiences.
Hmm?
Why is that so horrible, DeMarcus?
What
It's
did you
new
say, Kim?
experiences. It's new
New
experiences.
experiences. New experiences. Right,
Okay,
right.
okay,
So that's what
now,
life's all about. New
okay, now
experiences.
answer my question. Why is that
Um,
so horrible?
Loronta, how you doing, man?
No, 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 DeMarcus, answer my question. Why is that so horrible to argue about Beyonce tickets as three grown men?
Because ain't none of and then one of us going. What are we arguing about?
Well, I
What are
want
we
to go.
arguing about?
I want to go. I just haven't secured my tickets yet. I still got a couple of months. So,
Mm, okay. You gonna see it
but
in Atlanta?
of course, I mean
Oh,
that's my first choice of a place to see it. But I can go out of town
better
to
go to
see it.
Greenville, South Carolina to see it. It'll be cheaper.
They're still okay. Well, I think tickets are the same price everywhere. So,
Mm.
but yeah, Candice, how are you doing today? How's your day been?
It's been pretty good, actually. I got a new manager at my job. So
Mm.
I
Mm.
am super excited for what he says he's going to bring to the table.
Oh, do
So,
you believe him?
Nice.
huh?
Do you believe him?
Yeah, actually, because he's basically just trying to implement some project management, which we don't really have
Okay,
at my job.
Mm.
So
okay.
that's all I want at this point.
Okay.
Just the basics.
Nice.
Demarcus, how's your job going?
My talk's going well. We're actually losing our design director, who is also the
Mm-mm.
design manager because there's no one in between us and him. Yep, just made him a little going away thing today. We're gonna get to him tomorrow. Yep. We had all maybe like a month or so ago, we all had got company branded Converses. Well, we bought Converses that were the color for the company brand. We sold on the company logo. So we're gonna all wear those tomorrow. So like our debut and our going away, and it's like a little going away thing for him.
Cute.
Hmm.
Well, I guess since we're all talking about jobs, I just got a new one. Um,
Hey, congrats.
Mm.
but I'm
Yeah, this man
still,
Jerry be switching jobs like he changed draws.
Well,
but I'm still holding out for my some other places that I have interviewed for. So yeah, I did just get a new one. So we'll see how this goes. We will see.
that's
Um,
awesome.
thank you,
I
thank
ask
you.
you some more details offline because I don't want you to say where you work on air and then
Yeah.
start getting hate mail or something at your job or something. You know what I'm saying? Folks running up there.
Oh goodness. So, but other than that, I don't. Did I tell y'all that I finished Star Wars? Uh, Force
Damn, already?
Unleashed. Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. God. Wait, the Force Unleashed or the
Jedi Survivor. Sorry, Jedi Survivor.
okay, I'm about to say Force Unleashed. Oh, that's old. I finished that one.
Yeah. So I did finish Jedi Survivor. Um it was very good. I still got some side questy collecting things to do to find all the secrets, but
Hmm.
I did there are a lot of cameos. There are a lot of cameos in this one. And Loronta, you're connected to the Wi-Fi. Because I can hear in your voice you're always connected to the Wi-Fi. Um, but but did y'all play the first one, the first Jedi Survivor, DeMarcus?
No,
I mean,
I haven't.
yeah. Fallen Jedi or Fallen Order?
Yeah,
Fallen Jedi.
Fallen Order or whatever. But yeah, that
Yeah, I played that joint.
it's
That joint was good, man.
yeah. It catches up on that storyline. Uh there's a fight that happens in the first game that's very cut and dry. Like you try to fight this person and you do not make it like he's a powerhouse and he can come at you and it's like one swipe and he like kills you. So you have to run away from this fight. But then in the second game, you fight this person and it's actually a fair fight. It lasts for a while, but you're not the main character when you're fighting this person. That fight was very, 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 very fun. So yeah. I made us go back with the new game plus to do that fight over again. That fight was very, very fun fighting that cameo. So yeah. And now I'm gonna go back and play or try to finish Hogwarts Legacy because I do need to finish that game. Yeah. But how are you, Loronta? Tay? How are you, Loronta?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Business is picking up. It's springtime. Well, going into summer. So got a couple of new clients trying to, get them onto the closing table into their dream homes and stuff like that. That's pretty much everything going on my side. On my side. How about you?
I think that we talked about
Yeah, we already went while your
yeah,
phone was acting up.
yeah, we already went. But I want to hear what the resolution was with your daughter going to Six Flags for her birthday. And like the parents
So
were
I
mad.
went.
Okay.
They weren't mad. They weren't mad. They were just like, hey, as parents should do. Like, I love my mom to death, but she was a single mom with 4 different kids. So it's some stuff growing up that, like, she'll drop and go. Like, hey, all right, I'll see y'all later. You know what I'm saying? Dip. Whereas that's not what you're supposed to do as a parent. You're supposed to check, talk to other parents, exchange phone numbers, stuff like
Oh no,
that. So they're
man.
cool.
How many 13-year-olds was it?
It was a little range. So it was my daughter was young. She was 13. It was two 14s. And then because one, like, girls, as a parent of a girl, you're different than a parent of a boy. Like, because one girl boyfriend was there. So her mom was like, hey, hey, just what I'm saying, make sure, because the girls want to go get pregnant. The boys, he ain't gonna come home get pregnant, if that makes sense. So I'm not saying they was fucking. I'm not saying they were fucking, but that's just I'm just guessing. But I mean, they were cool. 8 kids. It was 8 kids. They was all different.
I mean, where can you
Different personalities.
where can
Man,
they
you
even
ain't
have
heard
that
it.
stick?
Man, you ain't
No,
heard that. You from Atlanta, man, nigga, man. Ooh.
I am.
I,
But
I
and I
I ain't
worked
gonna
at
put
Six Flags
myself
for a
out.
minute.
I ain't
Working
gonna put
there, I
myself
heard
out.
about it happening. When I was working there, it was like, yeah, folks, getting in or whatever. But we worked there. We had access to like different areas. Like y'all, like
Uh-huh.
yeah, what y'all smashing
Yeah.
on the ninja? What's going on?
I mean, hey, you found a little you found a little tuck off situation. I'm just playing. But nah, they were
No, you
cool. The
ain't. No, you
girls,
ain't.
the
You ain't
girls,
playing.
the girls was lit. Like the girls want to do like everything. Some of the boys, I ain't gonna cap, they was a little pussy. They was like, well, I don't we gotta warm up. We gotta ride the mine train first. The mine train, nigga. And mind you,
The
mind you, it was
match.
right. It was one nigga my height. It was one nigga my height, like 13-year-old my height, talking about the mine train. I was
Yeah,
like, yo, get your big ass. So I'm a big nigga. For the
I like
listeners
the
that don't
mind
know,
train.
too. But come on now, because like we got there at a decent time, so there weren't any lines yet. So we could really go to the big stuff first, and not that many waits because we got there like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock on a Sunday. But besides that, like I said, they were cool for the most part. I hung out with them because I had my youngest with me, so she was in a stroller, and I was just walking around with them. I wasn't too close, like all up in their conversations, but I was like close enough.
Right.
Like every ride they ride, I was like right there, like right behind them. So it was a good situation. We had fun. We also went to the aquarium the day before. She loved the aquarium, so we had fun there. Went out to eat. Some of our immediate family came, so it was a good weekend. Thanks for asking, man.
Wait. So you went to the aquarium not on her birthday?
No, so we didn't go to Six Flags on her birthday. Her birthday was Saturday, so we did go to the aquarium
Oh,
on her birthday. But it was so janky. Them niggas ain't even checked tickets.
really?
Like
Oh
I've never
well,
had that. Right, I ain't
well.
never had that
I mean,
happen.
on her birthday is free.
But I mean, nobody like none of our tickets were checked that much at that moment. Like we just literally kind of just walked on, like just walked on in.
Oh,
Like, I've never
okay.
had that happen, and I can't. You can't bank on that again. It might have just been like a shift change or something. But I mean, it was like six of us, and we just walked. I was like, I bought three tickets for nothing because I bought tickets for other folks, you know.
Oh
But
wow.
it was a good experience. Yeah, her whole weekend was it was pretty lit for a 13-year old.
Okay, okay. That sounds like a fun adventure. I know that she enjoyed that. Um,
Hell yeah!
but yeah. Is there anything else happening, or should we just go ahead and hop right into the show?
I
Right, I
said
heard
let's
him.
just go ahead and jump in because I'm excited for this episode.
Okay. All right. We will do that. So
All right,
we'll go to a break right quick, a quick commercial break.
excuse me.
And then we'll talk about our Lorante's first adventure.
And
And
Candace's
Candace's
Woo
first
woo.
first adventure.
first Dungeons and Dragons adventure.
Yeah. All right.
There
Here's
was
a clip.
dungeons,
Bum,
there was
bum.
dragons, there was stabbing.
Therapy did not work for me, and let me tell y'all about it. So I had to attend therapy through my old job, and it was horrible. I had this Russian intern who was my therapist, and she was not relatable at all. Then we both had a language barrier that we had to go through every time we talked. Also, she made me come to our therapy sessions at 4 p.m. on Fridays. And you know I had to drive through downtown Atlanta traffic while it was in its peak. Now, I have said on this podcast that I'm not going to therapy again, and that I just need people to tell me what their therapist says to them so I can use their advice on myself. But you know what? I may have to rethink that. Y'all, BetterHelp is an online counseling service that allows you to connect to a licensed therapist from the comfort of your own home, or boat, or cruise ship, car, or wherever you may be. The best part is you can switch therapists at any time, and you have full access to virtual sessions through text, phone, and video conferencing. No matter what you're going through, BetterHelp has a professional who can help. And because you're a listener to Black Geek Energy, you could get 10% off your first month by visiting betterhelp.com/BGEpod. That's betterhelp.com/BGEpod for 10% off your first month. So go ahead, take care of your mental health today. Check out BetterHelp, and let's get back to the show.
All right, and we back, y'all, with our special guest. You know, our host, our host with the most. We got Jared. Oh, he ain't gonna say nothing. Okay, we got Loronta.
Yeah.
All right, and you know me, the man with the plan, DeMarcus, and we have our special guest, my sister from another mister, Candy. How you girl?
Hey, hey, doing well.
Cool, cool. Yeah, man. So is our this is the second installment of our D&D series, getting Lorante from beginner D&D man to dungeon master. Um, so he played a level what this past Sunday we played some level 5 characters. It was just the three of them, Jared, Lorante, and Candace. They were the party. I was dungeon mastering. We played a module, a one-shot module called The Lost Tinkerer.
So you
And
didn't make that up.
if I could just say a little bit, huh? No, I didn't. Um, I found it online. And if I could just say a bit about their party, they no one chose an alignment exactly, But they definitely damn chaotic people. They were the worst. They like in game, they was the worst. Like I imagine people hated them, and the law was after their ass by the end of the game. But Kandice and or Loronta, why don't y'all talk a little bit about y'all first experience playing the game? What was it like? What was your favorite part, worst part?
Well,
Anything you like to share?
well, before that, let me just insert into here us talking about our characters and how we introduce our characters in the game. So let's just play that clip right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hi guys. Well, unfortunately, we had technical difficulties, and that whole D&D episode was lost. I know. So I'm just gonna briefly explain the three characters now. Candice was a level 3 artificer and a level 2 rogue furblog. She was very shy and timid until, she really opened up. You already know that Loronta was a level 5 druid Eledrian. He was a royal from a mythic kingdom in the Feywild who had actually ran away from home. And I was his little fairy protector. I was a level 5 paladin, and I was very keen on protecting him and making sure that everything was all right. I was kind of like his little servant. Okay, sorry that we don't have the episode. It was really fun, and I really tried everything to get it back, but it just didn't work out. Okay, bye.
Okay. Now, Candice and Lorante, why don't y'all tell me or tell us about your first experience with Dungeons and Dragons?
Well, I guess for me, it was actually extremely fun. And I really wasn't expecting it because the first time I experienced Dungeons and Dragons, I followed along to a game that Demarcus played, and I wasn't a part of it. And I was bored out of my skull.
Yeah.
But I
I
told you
really just.
then, I had told you then that you gotta play for it to be fun. Like just watching Dungeons and Dragons, at least for me, is not fun. Well, I don't know. I
Yeah,
can't say that because I watch
Critical
Critical
Role.
Role, and
Yeah.
Critical Role is hilarious.
yeah. I mean,
But
I don't know, but
watching most
it
folks
got
play is not fun.
Yeah.
yeah. But it got fun. Because initially I was like, oh, I'm like nervous to start it because are we doing voices? Are we like, do we already know what we look like? Am I supposed to already have all this stuff ready? But then like he started talking in his character's voice, and it just from there it just like it just went crazy.
Yeah.
It was awesome from there. I was just like, okay, this is already hilarious. And I think my favorite part was when Laurente whipped that man that just came out of his house with that like, all the man did was come out of his house, and he was like, "Hornwhip, tell us what you know." I was like, "Wait, I don't think that's how you talk to people."
Yeah.
but
Yo.
that
Yeah,
like
I
the
mean,
whole thing was like man fun. I like the violence of it. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
yeah,
That
y'all
part
were
was bad.
violent, man. And the worst part about that situation with Lorante throwing whipping this man is that y'all were sneaking around outside his house and y'all was trying to pick the lock to his front door, and he just happened to open it, and then y'all was like, "Oh, rush him!" I'm like, "Wait a minute, that, wait."
So
Y'all could have just
Lamonte.
asked him some questions.
So Laurente, tell us about how your first experience was.
It was great. I'm not gonna lie. I was definitely on the hesitant side, especially when I would joke around, and I'd be like, "Oh, it's about to be a 3 hour game," and it turned out to be a 6 hour game.
Hey,
But I did have fun. I had fun. I actually been thinking like, "Yo, when's the next time we gonna play?" Of course, a one shot was great
Right.
because it's a beginning, middle, and end. But as a first time player, and as a noob, just walking in, I was kind of just like Candy said, just a little anxiety on like, okay, how do I move and what do we do? And so as we got started and playing with you two who were a bit more experienced and got a little bit more, wherewithal with all this kind of stuff. I did
yeah.
kind of get a little impatient because I'm like, hey man, these folks just kind of talking our heads off. They playing us like some fools. We gotta. And I was like, I
You
should have
mean
did that.
you mean the NPCs?
Yeah, in hindsight, because I had a lot of charisma. I had a lot of charisma and charm. I could have really talked a lot of folks into what we
You
want
could
to
have,
know.
Yeah.
And now
yeah.
looking at it, I was
But
like, yo, I could have
instead,
really, man. Hey, now I had to
but
go back,
instead,
man.
y'all sneaking up on folks, y'all stabbing niggas in the back. Tell us what you know.
Hey,
but
Jared, heal him so I can stab him again.
but Loronta, tell me how you because we talked before about how the about how our characters what I envisioned that my character would be your servant, but I don't think that you knew that my character would be as devoted to you as he was.
Jerry.
So tell me how you thought that interaction went.
I mean, that was kind of funny. I would love to see that play out on like the big screen. Like in a cartoon or a movie or a show or something like that. But that was kind of fun that we got to kind of play off of each other and kind of use each other's strengths. Yeah. So if we could play again, and the next dungeon master allows you to play, we could definitely we could definitely take it to a whole another level because I kind of know a little bit more, and I know how to play a little bit better. And I know my decisions have ultimate effects. Like I thought, okay, I can act crazy right here and we'll be good. Nah, that's gonna change the whole game, brother. That's gonna change the
Yo, it did.
whole. Yo,
It did, man. Because we was talking about it a little bit after when we was wrapping up the game. But like, I had only planned maybe 3 battles, 4 at max, and like I think y'all ended up having like somewhere around 8 battles in that one shot, and that's what made it take so long. Because it's like every time y'all did something, y'all was like, "Oh, nah, we finna fight these motherfuckers," and it's like, "All right, now the guards are after you, so you got to run and hide from them. All right, now you gotta kill these guards. Now you gotta do something with these bodies, or else y'all gonna be
hide the
criminals."
bodies,
You know what
hide the
I'm
bodies
saying?
in that cart. Right, right.
Yeah.
But now I know
Yeah.
how to fight too, because I had some stronger spells, and I thought that I could only use them once, whereas that's not the case. If that makes
Mm,
sense, like so that was kind of
yeah.
my. I was like, oh, I don't want to use my good spells, and we got some bosses coming down. But now I know, so
And
like
that's how
a
some
lot of
folks
those
play.
battles. Mm,
Yeah. So like did I confuse you
That's
cuz like you were really the most powerful person on our squad, like even though you didn't like kill anybody except for that one person, the bloodhammer person, and that one hit.
yeah,
uh
oh,
that's
oh
it.
yeah, with that
yeah,
call lightning
you
spell. Yeah.
yeah,
But I
you
don't
were
know, man. Like Candace was coming through.
Yeah, she was.
Go ahead.
yeah.
Candace was coming through with that sneak attack and was dealing out hella damage.
Well,
I
sneak
don't know
attack is
about the most powerful.
always OP. Sneak attack is always going to be OP, but like you, Loronta, were really the powerhouse of our team. Like Caliph on Vox Machina, she turned out to be like
Mm-hmm.
the OP extra powerful member on their team, and it just came out of nowhere. So like, did you really understand the spell system, or was it too complicated? Or
I understood a little bit more as we went on because like
Mm-hmm.
what's the word cantrip.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I thought those were the spells, and you're like, nah, man, go scroll down one more page. I'm like, oh wow, these are all spells I can use. I'm like, oh, I'm tripping. I had access to this. So I was like, okay, next time going in, I'm gonna definitely know for sure what's like in my spell slots that I can pull out at any moment and not make. Because some of the battles, I feel like we could them out. Like these bandits, man, we could have mopped
But
them.
y'all could have mocked them first bandits y'all fought. Y'all was supposed to mock them up quick. But
Yeah.
y'all was taking
Man,
forever with them motherfuckers. Because I was like, hey,
man.
yo.
Battle.
Candice, though, but you had some fails too. You know, and I normally steer first time players away from like spellcaster classes. Because I know the spells are complicated. And learning how to manage spells and manage the like action economy of battling in D&D is like it's real complicated. And
Right.
you know, I think it's okay if you start from like level one, but you're doing a one shot where you're jumping in and you got like a bunch of spells at your disposal. Unless you like taking the time to like go through all those, it's gonna be difficult. But Candice, you had a bunch. Your character had a bunch of spells and like different abilities and stuff like that. How did you find that? Did you find it complex? Did you find it like, oh, these are easy? I understand it.
No, it definitely wasn't easy. Because it's basically like what Loronta said. It's like you figure it out as you're going, and it's like, oh, I
Mm-hmm.
can use this, but then you have to read the fine print of when you can use it, and
Mm,
then like I guess that was like my biggest issue was trying to figure out when I was actually able to use something. Because to
yeah,
me, it would look like something I can use regularly, but then it's like something you can use only during battle.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like
Like
that
I
Like that eye for detail.
yeah.
But
So
let me
I'm
eye
like,
for detail her. And it's
why
like,
would I use that during battles?
I
I'm
mean,
like, I gotta stop and squint and look at somebody. And
because
wait,
that's I mean, like that's what it say. That's what it says. You know, because like using an eye for detail normally is like, of course, you can always have an eye for detail just walking around. But can you
yeah,
have an eye for detail with somebody swinging a sword in your face? That's impressive. That's the skill.
I guess
yeah.
that sounds real nice the way you said it.
And I remember when you try to use the uh homunculus spell
Oh
in
yeah,
battle.
Ooh.
And that didn't work out.
it did.
Yeah.
Demarcus thankfully stopped that because battles every turn is like 6 seconds long. So we would have been finished with the
Yeah.
battle, and you would have still been concentrating on that spell to cast that spell. But then
It's like, oh, you need an hour to do this. It's like, wait, what?
yeah. But then you use the identify spell, and at first I was like, "Why is she using the identify spell?" DeMarcus, stop her! But then you used it in a way that like was beneficial to the whole party when you were trying to identify the orb that
Hmm.
Mhm.
controlled the robot. So that was really smart, and like using those spells in unconventional ways always makes Dungeon Dragons more memorable and more fun for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely, I definitely agree. So, I'll ask y'all another question. Did y'all have any preconceptions about Dungeons and Dragons before y'all played that were either debunked or supported after y'all going through this playing experience?
Um, I mean, I think it was
'Cause I-
supported in that. Oops,
Go
sorry.
ahead.
Oh,
No, go
I
ahead.
think. Oh, I think it was supported in the fact that or I thought it was going to be difficult because
Hmm.
I've seen some gameplay like online, and I've watched people go through it, and I'm like, I don't know what anything they're talking about is. It sounds fun, like all the different voices,
Hmm.
but and I watched the show. I cannot remember what it's called, but the show
The
based on
animated
D&D.
Legend of Vox Machina.
Yeah, yeah, that one.
Hmm.
Like that, I was like, this seems so intricate. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm gonna fail this game like immediately.
Mm-hmm.
um,
Are we winning?
I like is the like, are we supposed to win something? Like, I don't. And I also work with all this stuff too. So seeing how many
Hmm.
different components and pieces like come with D&D, I was just like, it seems so overwhelming. But y'all made it mad easy.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um, to kind of jump
Yeah.
in, but it still was like a lot of stuff
Yeah.
to remember.
Okay.
So yeah.
So it's as complex as you thought it would be, but easier to learn than you thought it would be.
Yeah, like y'all definitely made it on a level that I could still learn it, but I still had to do some work on my end to understand and like actually start putting pieces together. Like I understand my character a little bit more, even though I made her.
Yeah.
I obviously didn't understand her that much.
I mean, I think that's the case with like anybody. Like even if me and Jared make characters that we haven't played before or that we're not familiar with, like I've never played like a wizard and I've never played like a sorcerer. So if you drop me in at level 5 with one of those characters, it'll take me a few battles to like really figure out like what's the good combos, like what's the good spells to use, what's gonna be my go-to. And then that can change. I can play a wizard today and play him, one way, and play a wizard tomorrow and play him a completely different way. So it's so much customization there. Loronta, how about you?
Yeah, for me, I mean, it was kind of fun. Like I said, I was definitely like, yo, I'm not playing D&D. Like I'm not doing it. So the first step was making
you
a
was
character.
you was one of the ones that was like, this ain't for me.
Yeah, I was just
Why'd
like,
you feel
man,
like that? Why'd you feel like D&D wasn't
I
for
just
you?
when somebody said D&D makes Monopoly look like a short game, that for me, I'm just like, yo, what?
Yo.
What? Huh?
That's true.
And y'all know me, I'm like a busy guy. I got like a lot going on. So for me to like move pieces, and I did it, I'm not complaining about that. So like I said, when we did get to sit down, and like you said yourself, the people you play with make it funner, more fun. I'll say that. So I'm not saying, because it's a couple bars out here that they have like D&D Wednesdays and shit like that. I'm not saying I'm pressed to go do that because I fucking around go join them. Well, you can't do that, and be sticklers and stuff like that. Well, y'all were sticklers, but y'all weren't like, y'all upheld the rules, but y'all weren't assholes. Like, hey, okay, we get it, you're new. Okay, this is this that. Okay, you sure you want to do that? Are you sure? You sure about that? And then y'all did help, so that was fun. My character, my race, Eledrian, I'm in love with it immensely. I'm gonna do a little bit more research just to see a couple of different races. I'm kind of they got a hold on me. So I don't even. I might try to create another character eventually, different type, but because I love magic. Like that's just I just love the concept of magic because I had a great time, man. I had a really good time.
So, Kandice, you said that the fighting was your best part, but a lot of times when you're on a campaign, like I know when I was doing the Mad Mage campaign that took me like a year and a half to complete. That campaign that had a lot of battles, but like 50% of the time it was just 4 hours of straight role play. Do you think and those times were just as fun as the battling? So like
Right.
do you think that you could do a we might be battling today, but we might not and still have the same feeling that you got from the last game?
So yeah, like kind of piggybacking off what Lawrence says, it depends on the people. And I think with you guys, most definitely, because that was the part that made it like super fun. And then like because the role playing part led into the fighting, and then the fighting part was like fun. But it was that lead in where I don't know, Loronta would thorn whip somebody, or Jared would like point his sword at somebody just like automatically, like out of nowhere. And then like
just walking up threatening people.
And like the role playing part was extremely fun. Well, for me, I guess, just listening to you guys or listening to Jared ask questions and like things I just was not thinking of. And I was like, oh, that's a really good question. And like, cause I honestly didn't know how to progress forward in some spots with the game. But Jared would ask some really good questions like, oh, that's actually a really good question. Okay, let's see what she said. And that lady was mad suspicious to me.
She was.
I'm
Which
still
which lady?
that blood or
Oh, Battle Hammer.
hammer.
Belief for Battle Hammer.
Like, I'm still thinking she's suspicious. Like I feel like
She
my
dead now.
investigation
Y'all
my
killed her.
investigating thing wasn't high enough because there's some lies. She had to be lying somewhere.
Mm. Nah,
But
she
yeah,
was, she was,
So
she was telling y'all what she.
So she was actually being truthful the whole time.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, she was being truthful most of, like she was being truthful the whole time. Like there was the things she wasn't telling y'all. Like yeah, like she didn't say like oh, if no one's running this system of automatons, I'm gonna take it over. But I imagine she didn't know that was the case, and she didn't know that when she was so couldn't say you couldn't be like oh it seems like she's not telling us she's gonna try to take over, but she didn't know nobody was in charge.
Was she purposefully suspicious? Acting suspicious the whole
No,
time?
I think y'all were just suspicious of her.
Like
No,
I
you
no,
think
said
she was
I
you
think
purposely
y'all
said
just
she
wanted
suspicious.
blew
more from
smoke.
her.
She blew smoke in
Yeah.
Lorante's character's face, and that already got me
So
upset. I was
in,
like,
in
who
his
does
direction,
that?
not in his face. I remember what I said in his direction, not in his face. And then he
Mhm.
asked a smart ass question. He was like, "Prove to us that you can pay us after we do the job." And it's like
Hell
that's
yeah.
disrespectful.
Is
Um, yes,
it? He gave a
you know,
reason that he was like,
no matter how legitimate it may be, it's a disrespectful question.
facts.
Imagine you walk to a restaurant and they're like, "Hey, show me the money before I start making your food."
But she ain't no restaurant.
Yeah, she's
She
not a
ain't got.
restaurant.
It don't matter. I mean, same deal. She a small business.
I guess.
There are a
But
lot of businesses that you
I
ask
think y'all were
for
just
a
suspicious
down
of
payment
her,
for, before you start
Exactly.
and
using
she
their
gave y'all
service.
an advance.
After he had to grill her.
I
Yeah.
mean, when y'all asked, I mean, ain't nobody gonna spend no money they ain't got to.
Mm.
I think that after first meeting
Mm.
her, we were all like
I
her
mean,
life was on a thin
yeah,
line because
this
we
is true.
all were extremely suspicious of her. And yeah, I think if she died, none
Oh,
of
yeah.
us
And
would have
about the smoke
cried.
thing, they said she was a stoner. Part of her character description is like, oh, she's a bit of a stoner, and I was like, all right, I gotta make her smoke, gotta make her get high while she in here with y'all.
But you be blowing smoke in people's face, like in their direction, or do you
Yeah,
turn your head? You blow smoke in people's direction? No, you
I
don't.
mean,
Stop lying. Okay, let's go on to the next thing.
hold on,
So
this ain't your show. You can't move on to the next thing. We determine when we move on to the next thing.
My bad.
so Loranta, you were kind of the aggressor of
All of y'all were the aggressor.
no. So I think my character
You,
was following
Loronta,
in.
Candice,
No, my character's following behind Lorante. So was that
man,
your
your character was leading.
no, not at all. But was that aggressive nature your character's like summer Eladrin type? Like if he was
There
a
you go.
different type of season, would he be like more joyful or more sad or
There you go. There you go.
did
So
you work out all that stuff
So
before you
I'm
set
glad
your
you
range?
I'm glad you read into that. So that is part of like what I do like about them and how based on the season that they choose, their temperament as well as their different, power ups and power advantages. So of course in the summertime you're a bit more, hot
Mm.
headed, on edge a little bit. And then in the fall you're a bit more chill. Winter is cool, but yeah. So that was me dipping into my Eladrin bag. So it's based off of their temperament is based off the season that they choose. Whether it's summer being angry, spring being joyful, winter being a bit more cool and reserved, and so on and so forth. So that was a part of it. I'm also working on developing more of his backstory and pulling out
Mhm.
different parts. As y'all can tell from the intro, he's a bit of an alcoholic because he's
Mm.
fighting his past. He's trying to
Oh yeah,
forget
yeah.
that.
He
Yo.
battling demons.
He's fighting them demons.
Yeah. I love that about you because my character was very into you, and your character was very nonchalant. Just give me another drink. Like the whole time, he he would do something very elaborate and give you these uh extravagant introductions, and you would just be like, okay, like like when you were like,
We do.
Mad Daria, like it just made everything so much funny. So yeah,
It fit. It
yeah,
fit
it
so
did
well
fit.
together.
It really did. But
Yeah.
Candice, how did you like playing a fur blog? Like I have never played one, but they always seem so magical and mysterious to me. So how did you like playing that race?
I don't even know because I like. I feel like I didn't get to use it to the full extent of what a robot can do.
Hmm.
Um, which is another thing like that's more on me, like needing to look
Yeah.
into.
Well, you use that hidden step a lot. You was working that hidden step that that
Yeah,
lets you turn invisible.
Mm-hmm.
For
yeah.
real.
I mean, that was I'm not I wasn't the most powerful or like, the best fighter. So I'm like, I gotta use what I got on me. But I
The
feel like
arrow.
I wasn't as like sneaky, or I feel like I wasn't as creative, or I guess the way that I want it to be
Hmm.
um quite yet. But I mean, that just comes with practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like the character, but I feel like I might want to make another one.
Mm.
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 Look
Yeah.
into
I think I
another.
definitely after I played D&D the first time, I definitely got into a phase where it was like I was just creating characters all the time because I couldn't find another table to play at, but I wanted something. I wanted to do
Mm.
something with D&D, so I just started making characters.
Yeah, and I feel like that also might get me used to, putting different things together. Because I
Hmm.
Hmm.
did like my two classes together.
Mm. Mm.
It's just trying to
But
make sure that they fit.
yeah, yeah, you did multi-class, and I think you're the first person. I know one other person that's multi-class before, and I said I'm playing in a campaign with him now. Why did you choose the multi-class, and what how did you do you think those two things work for you? Would you multi-class again?
Um, because I don't really know how it works with just one class. I don't really have anything. I
Hmm.
don't have it. I have nothing to compare it to. Like I saw you guys, but y'all just
Hmm.
seem mad powerful. And I was like, okay, maybe two classes isn't the way to go. But I also like that I felt like I had a lot of things at my fingertips. I just need to know how to use them. Because I really do want to use the homunculus at some point.
Hey.
Just I just gotta find the hours
Hmm.
to
By the
somewhere.
hour, yeah. But even if you had thought about using the homunculus at the right time of day, if had you summoned your homunculus, you would have lost because your other one was like your other class was like the artificer, and you basically get to make two pieces of magic equipment per day.
Yeah.
Had you made the homunculus, you would have lost one of your other pieces of magic equipment. And I think you had the armor and the armor and the weapon magic, the
Yeah.
magical armor and magical
So
weapon. So
with the homunculus, does it like how my magical creature went away? Homunculus the whole
mm. Homunculus forever
Yeah.
until she
good.
dies.
Oh wow, dope, dope.
Yeah,
I like that. I like having like companions and little creatures with us. That to me that adds to the.
Yeah. I liked
yeah.
your little eagle.
Mhm.
So what is one thing that you wish you would have done? And I want to start actually. One thing that I wish I would have done is when uh, they were chasing Loronta's character. Um, one thing that I wish I would have done is I wish I would have cast Find Steed to just charge into them to like give them more of a distraction, so that
Mm.
he could get away and like so that they would probably start chasing after my steed, but the battle just started too quickly, and I wasn't able to do that. But what are some things that y'all wish that y'all would have done differently?
I probably would have conversed a little bit more with a couple of different guys. Like even that guy in the factory, we kind of like, hey, he on some bullshit. Rush him. Like,
he ain't telling us what we want to know. Kill him.
All right. Chop off his legs.
He's taking too long. Bust his kneecap. What are you
All right. All right.
Y'all
on that Batman approach. No, that's that Batman approach. Beat him up, break his legs. Now talk. You know what I'm saying? Where's Joker? With that's I probably would have took a little bit more time, and I'm getting better at the whole role playing aspect and being just creative. In regards to like my responses, what I would like, I created the guy on paper, but how would he talk? What are some of his inflictions? How would he respond to certain things? So that's something that kind of I knew it was coming, but I don't feel like I was in my bag deep enough for that. But
right.
I mean that was a fun part of it. That was a fun part of it.
So what would you do differently, or what do you wish you would have done, Kandice?
This might sound like real whack or something, but I really wanted to use my speech of beast and leaf.
Ooh.
Like I just wanted to talk to an animal. Like that's all I wanted to do. And there were no animals around. And I was like, this is really
I feel like y'all could have found some animals in the city. Y'all just y'all wasn't looking for none for real.
You know automatons?
So fast.
No. No, not the automatons. Like y'all could have found like some horses or like, maybe a mule or something. Some rats in the city or something. Maybe, stray dog or cat, something like that. I was moving fast.
Felt like we're just moving back and forth between fights and then between role playing so quickly. And I was like, I didn't feel like we had that chance to just go explore.
Yeah,
I guess I didn't know if we could. Maybe that's more of what it is. I didn't know we could go explore or something like that.
Yeah. So y'all definitely could have went like even more off task. Y'all definitely could have like been like, oh, I want to go find a store to see if I can buy some weapons or something like that. Or you said like, hey, I want to like take a moment to go see if I can find any animals in the city and ask them some questions. Excuse me. I like even though I was moving pretty fast through the game, I wish I would have moved faster. I don't know how I could have did that because the game ended up being 6 hours long. I really only wanted it to be like 3 or 4 hours max. I don't know, man. I don't know what I could have did. I don't know what I wish I would have did. I wish I would have fought because I had created a monster called guard golem. So these like golems, the basis, for folks listening, the basis is that like this tinkerer dude created all these automatons, like enchanting things that basically like run the city. So like people really got an easy life because they got like automatons like hold their bags for them. They got like flying carts or carts that drive themselves, so they ain't got to drive them. And he had created some golems that act as guards in the city. So I wish I would have had a chance to throw one of those at y'all, because then y'all would have flipped. That thing would have whooped y'all ass.
Well, that's rude.
Y'all avoided that fight.
Really?
And got into every other fight in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me ask all y'all that question. Why were y'all so bent on violence as like y'all main method of accomplishing y'all goals?
Yo, let me tell you, I was not starting out violent. It was somebody did something. I can't remember who did something. And I was like, oh, that's really violent, but that's fun. And I was like, okay, is this what we're doing?
So
and I just hopped on the bed.
It was definitely Loronta who started the violence. Because I promise you.
Because the thorn whip, man, that was like one of the first things that happened.
Yeah.
Once we got in the city, yeah, because we just got done fighting the bandits that took an hour to fight the bandits. So we got there, And then this lady, what's the general manager for the entire corporation?
Oda.
Oda, yeah, Oda. I feel like she was. Now looking back, I should have used more of my charisma on her, just to pull some more. Like, hey, do you know any place he frequented? Or I should. So looking back, like this everything's hindsight. 2020, whatever. So doing that. So by the time we got to the next guy, I feel like he just started talking all slow and. Well, you see here on the first day, Thornwood. I can't got time for this. He's about to talk to us for an hour.
Oh, he's like, how can I help you? Loronta said Thornwheel.
Yeah.
I feel like he wasn't.
Yeah,
he was gonna be us.
Didn't trust him.
So
he was gonna be us.
So like I think that my character really wanted to emulate Lorante's character, and like as soon as he was being aggressive, like in the beginning during that first talk with the lady, I was like,
Battle
okay,
hammer.
I need to step it up and be more aggressive and not like the mediator here. So yeah, I definitely was following after Loronta. Like if he was not as aggressive, I would have been not aggressive too. So yeah, I was following after him. But he definitely started it. He definitely started it.
Oh, so it's all Lorante's fault.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. That's all I'm hearing.
Yo, being a chaotic evil character is a thing, man. You can just do whatever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want, and just deal with the consequences.
Yeah, but there was a part where where we were like, F this mission. We're tired of the mission.
Oh yeah, y'all was almost done too.
Yeah.
Yo, because y'all had found his apartment, but he wasn't there. Y'all had found the apartment that he used to live in, but he wasn't living there no more. And so it was just like a bunch of automatons that was like writing letters and basically running the company.
Yeah. And I think Kandice said,
what did y'all think at that point?
No. Kandice was like, if we kill her now, do we still get the money?
She was like, I've been following all around. And
after she's been following us. Like, yeah. So
what would be the difference if she had died there versus if we found a man?
If she had died there, I don't know, because that was already like I think like at 3.5, maybe 4 hours in. If she had that, if y'all had killed her there,
that was like 5 hours, man. That was close.
Okay, you're right. But had y'all killed her there, I mean, I would probably start driving out to the end of the story. Be like, all right, she's dead. What else do y'all want to do? Y'all want to keep looking for this man, or y'all want to call it a day right here? I'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
I would not let me stab her because that's all I wanted to do.
Yeah, you was over her. But what did y'all think of the end? Like y'all find out that this man, has secreted himself away in like this hidden facility, and is basically turned himself into a battery to where he's powering this entire town's worth of automatons and magical items.
I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of upset. He was right next to building 3 that we were in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, he was here the whole time.
We literally just had to cross the street and we could have found him.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't know. It didn't seem like it ended to me. Because I mean, it feels like it could have kept it, or it can still go on.
Feels like there's more. I think a lot of D&D stories are like that. Like even though you reach the end of that, I guess like story, it always like opens up or leaves a bunch of loose ends. So like you can jump back into this and keep playing.
Yeah.
I fucked with it. I would have rolled higher, so we could have figured out that gem. We could have cut that last fight short, but it was a good situation. Now we were king of the automatons, and it's lit. Yeah, I've been thinking about that all day. Actually, what I would be doing if I could find a city full of full of AI androids.
Full of
That'll be a good time.
yeah, yeah, man. That's pretty interesting. All right. It's almost 7:30. Y'all want to get into some questions?
Okay.
Let's take a brief
A brief.
A brief
brief break.
what?
Uh-oh.
Are you reconnected to the Wi-Fi, Loronta?
You sure did.
Break.
How do you keep reconnecting to the Wi-Fi?
He turning his Wi-Fi back on.
No, I'm here. Big booty. No, I'm not. Big booty. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Can y'all hear
now.
me?
Yes.
Big booty hoes. Hello.
All right.
Ooh.
Let's
All right.
take a
Anybody?
brief commercial break.
It's not me. I turn my Wi-Fi off. You know, Apple. They turn your shit back on when they sense a. Yeah, I literally turned the Wi-Fi off.
Yeah, like when you near familiar Wi-Fi, they go like, oh, he wants to connect to this one.
Right.
That's
No,
the
nigga.
reason no one uses.
No.
Well, that's why you should get Android, but
Come
Whoa,
we
whoa,
through.
whoa.
Talk about the truth.
exactly.
Mm.
We
That doesn't
are
happen to me. Like all this shit that's happening on Loronta, it don't happen to me.
all
Y'all
right.
see my shit be smooth.
Okay. Commercial break. Commercial break.
Uh, Count me in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, welcome back. Time for your favorite section of the pod. We got questions from viewers and listeners like you. Once again, you want to submit any questions, you can submit them on Twitter, Instagram, Gmail, Twitter, and TikTok. Our Gmail is blackgeekenergy@gmail.com. Our Twitter and TikTok is Black Geek Energy, all one word, and our Twitter is BGE_pod. All right, guys. First question comes from this is from Instagram. This is from at Hinata's Underboob. She asked, "What's your favorite villain of all time?"
What's her name?
Hinata's Underboob. I don't know. We got some weird followers.
Oh my god.
these
Oh man.
these are
Wow.
our people. These are our people.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Man.
Okay.
Wow.
Kandice, do you want to go first?
Oh.
Ladies first.
Damn. Say the question again.
Who's your favorite villain of all time?
I mean, only person that comes to mind is Harley Quinn.
Mm.
Always my favorite. I can always read anything about what she's doing.
Yeah. Very
Oh, yeah?
very tragic character Harley is.
I know.
Very tragic. I actually am not excited to see the Joker sequel, but I am
Oh,
excited.
no, definitely not.
Yeah, but I am excited to see it on HBO Max when when they introduce Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn, because I just want to see like the Harley Quinn, how they're gonna dramatic make her role more dramatic as it was.
Definitely interested in it, but
Yeah, yeah.
I'm very picky about who plays Harley Quinn.
Yeah. But you know, it's really good. Harley Quinn is not an original character by Bruce Timm, the creator of Batman. She was created for the cartoon series, and she just. because Joker was beating her up in the cartoon too. So, yeah,
Mm-mm.
that's how cartoons were back in the day. After school,
Mm.
that's what we got.
You mean
Um,
it was real?
Ooh.
None of this tree hugging shit they got. I'm just playing.
no, no,
Damn.
no. Dudes were beating up girls. People was dying. The first episode of X-Men, like it was crazy back
hmm
then. It was
Real life.
crazy.
Yo,
Oh,
equal
in
rights, equal
Gargoyles, they
fights.
was killing kids when they were stoned. It was horrible,
Mm-mm.
horrible.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds like
hmm
today.
Mm-mm.
And now it is a bunch of tree hugging. Let's all be friends, and the power of friendship is gonna cure all these, all these ailments. Um, Demarcus, you want to go?
My favorite villain. Uh, the one that comes to mind right now is Kira from Death Note,
Mm-mm.
because he was so true with his shit. Like he was like, "Yo, I'm trying to make the world a better place, and I'm gonna do it by any means necessary."
Mm.
And it was like, "Yo, you commit a crime, you die." I ain't saying he was right, but he was efficient with his shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And he wasn't it wasn't no pass go. It was like, "Hey, look, you commit a crime, you pop up on my radar. That's it for you. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over,
Mm.
baby."
Yeah.
And it ain't no it's like, oh, I'm gonna give this person an extra chance, or oh no, you know what I'm saying, you're just a young man with a budding career. You know, you could be you have a promising career in sports or something like that. It's like, nah, I don't give a fuck who you are, where you come from. You do wrong, wrong will follow. And I'm wrong, I'm on that ass.
Mhm.
They're actually remaking Death Note again into another live action movie. So,
No,
Whoa.
I didn't watch the first one.
oh, you didn't?
don't. Like there's just
I didn't
literally
plan
no.
to. Yo, live action anime are not the way to go. They've only done one halfway right, and that was the Cowboy Bebop joint.
Mm.
Halfway
Yeah.
right,
Yeah. The
because it looked
creators.
good. It looked to like the actual production of it was real nice.
Mhm.
It was the same story as like the first. There's the whole Cowboy Bebop
Hmm.
series. So it wasn't nothing. It didn't give us nothing new. And I don't know if I like the casting, but it was it was watchable at least.
Yeah.
Whereas like these
Mm.
other joints was just like, I'll turn this shit off.
The
Mm.
creator said it was horrible. He did not like
Ooh.
the live action version. But my favorite, yeah,
Wow.
my favorite villain, the first one that comes to mind is uh, Ultimate Magneto. But then Ultimate
Mm.
Magneto is he has no redeeming qualities like the Magneto in the 616. But I can't say that Magneto is a villain because everything that he does is something that I agree with and something that I would also do for my people. So I can't say that
Mm.
he's a villain. So a villain who is irredeemable,
He's not a villain to you.
he's not a villain at all. Like, do you agree that mutant children should be strung up, kept as prisoners, and their spinal fluid be sucked out of them? Do you agree with that,
Absolutely
Demarcus?
not.
Okay,
Absolutely not. But do
okay.
you agree? But do you agree that Joe Smo, who got this job right out of jail, just watching these prisons, should be killed just for taking a job,
Yes,
just
I
for trying
do.
to feed his family?
Yes, I do. Because
Okay.
that's just like the Nazi secretaries who weren't at the camps, who weren't at the camps,
Mm.
who were still working.
All
So
all they did was take notes at the meetings, Jared.
okay, and they need to die as well. They need to die
Mm.
as well. But a villain who is irredeemable, that can't be redeemed, is Darth Vader. And yes, 50% of this is his cape, but but I also really like his power set. I really like
hmm
how he moves. If you read into it, like he's always in pain because there are
Mm.
needles going into his skin. So
hmm
he's always in pain, and when he's not in his armor, he's in his bathtub tank. So it takes a lot of strength to be Darth Vader.
Mm.
But yeah, I would say Darth Vader for his strength and his tenacity, and and really going against the Emperor at the end there, even though it wasn't
Yeah,
so
I don't
successful.
have no pity for Darth Vader. I feel like he did Anakin Skywalker did everything to himself.
Hmm.
Like everybody's around him was like, "Hey, make better choices, make better choices. Look out, you're going down the wrong road." And he was like, "I don't give a fuck."
Yeah,
And then the shit bit him in the
yeah.
ass.
So I didn't see
Mm.
Clone Wars, but from what I know of it, that's how the story is. So
Yeah. And he's like, "Yo," he's like, "Anakin, I got the high ground, man. Like, relax." And
yeah,
was like, "No, I can do it." And then
yeah, he died.
Mm.
he didn't die. He got his arms and
Oh
legs
yeah,
cut off.
yeah,
He's just a
Mm.
Zoom,
torso. And he was
zoom.
still trying to fight.
yeah.
Like lava, it's you slowly sinking into lava. And he's like, "I hate you." I'm like, "Yo, find something better to do with your time, sir."
Had me as dead because of you. It's your fault. No, nigga, it's your fault.
What about
Get
you,
your
Exactly.
shit
Loronta?
together. Get your shit together. All right, my turn. My favorite villain of all time probably be the U.S. government.
Damn.
I'm sorry, I'm pausing.
Hey, he wins.
That's
You
right.
win,
That's
Loronte.
right. You
You
win.
win, Loronte.
Hey,
We
I
are
hadn't thought
definitely the
about that.
Fire Nation, like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. All right.
Mm,
Okay,
mm,
okay.
mm.
All right, go,
No,
keep it moving. Keep it
yeah,
moving.
no explanation needed. No explanation
Right.
needed.
What's understood does not need to be explained. Okay, all right. We got Kai from Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
He asked, if there is a costume you could wear for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Mm,
A costume?
A
mm.
costume you could wear for the rest of your life, what would it be?
And so is this like I can wear this costume anytime I can like put it on, or is it like I am stuck in this costume and I cannot
I
take it
think
off?
it's a stuck. I think it's a stuck. Like this is your daily. Like you're a cartoon character type time. Like this is your. This is
Oof.
like. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, you wash it. It's clean. It's not dirty. But
Like yeah, like
it's
you can
just.
take it off and wash it, but it's the only thing you got to wear.
Or
And
you got like 10 copies of it. Or you got like a
yeah,
closet
yeah,
full of
like
them.
Doug when he opened his closet, it's just the
Right.
same outfit.
Right.
Yeah. Oof, I
Um,
don't know, man. I do not
Um,
know. I feel like I would want something like a. Go ahead.
no, you
I
go.
would I would wear the regalia from Kill La Kill.
Wait a minute.
Because it
You mean like the
changes.
mini skirt and the
No, because it changes. Like it
Yeah,
can be a school outfit and then
yeah.
like it changes into whatever powerfulness you feeling at that point. So
I,
that's what I want.
I feel like it was either the school outfit. Matter of fact, I feel like the school outfit was her regular clothes, and the regalia was like the G string with the mini skirt.
The
Like
regalia was that whole little man thing. I don't know if you call him a man, but little thing I guess that lived inside of it.
yeah,
She could still wear the outfit and
yeah,
then
and
like it'll transform on her body.
it could
Like all
change. It
their
could change
regalia
into
did.
any. It could change into any outfit.
Yeah.
That's why when they got defeated, they were naked.
Mm, okay,
That's good. That's a
okay.
really good option.
Don't fight me on this. I just watched
I
it.
ain't fighting you. I'm just saying like I didn't. I was just
I watched
trying to
it.
get clarity.
Yeah.
I was trying to get clarity because the way I understood that it was just like it was just a
I don't
G-string
want.
bodysuit with a mini skirt, and I was like, that's a bold
Well,
uniform.
nah. I want the uniform, and I want to be
That's a
able to
bold
change
choice,
it.
Candace.
Yeah.
Shut up.
No, where your mama at? I'm gonna
I
call her.
I like
I'm gonna
bold
call
choices.
Frank.
Don't bring his name in here. Don't
That's a good option.
edit that right out of here.
Um, I really like that option. I wish I had thought of it first, but I'm just gonna say Storm's costume.
Ooh.
So you want the leotard?
Which
Which one? The
storm?
leotard with the long white boots,
Storm's costume.
or you want the long sleeve joint?
Storm's costume. Now I
Oh, you
do
want
have to get skinnier. Um, but Storm's costume. That's what I would wear.
You want the leather jacket with the mohawk, or not the leather
Storm's
the jean
Storm's
jacket with the mohawk?
costume. Storm's costume.
the one that
You keep asking me. You keep trying to clarify. I want
I need you to
Storm's
clarify because he
costume.
got a lot of costumes.
Exactly. I want
He want
Storm's
the bathing
costume.
suit that was split in the cheeks.
Wait, which
Sure.
one?
Sure. I want
The
them
one
all.
the one from was it from X-Men 99? Was it the one from the
From the '90s one or
No, that's
the
not
white
I
the
don't
one or
think
the
so.
black
90s.
one?
I don't
It's
think
the
so. I don't
black
think
with
they
the
were showing.
gold. It's
I
the
don't think
black
they were
with the
showing booty
gold
cheeks
trims.
in the 90s
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, the black with the gold trim.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want
with
from
the
him.
cape on it.
Oh, always the cape. Except for, I want the Krakoa too, but Storm's costume. All of them.
Mm.
The one that was split in the cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
I'll split the
probably wear
cheeks. I'll split the cheeks with
I'll
the cape.
probably wear
How
Rock
does she?
Lee's fit.
How does she pee in there?
Zoop.
How does she pee?
It snap at the
I
bottom.
Wow.
It might got a snap now, like a little onesie leotard look. Tap
hmm
that.
Loronta,
You
what
say
you
Rock
say
Lee fit?
again?
Yeah, I'll probably do Rock Lee's fit. Some simple green, multi-purpose.
Yo,
That outfit look itchy.
I feel like as a black man in Rock Lee's uniform, it's gonna be hella revealing, brother.
That thing
You
gonna be
gonna,
slanging, laying up and
yo,
down these streets.
you gonna be in the
I'm trying.
grocery store giving old ladies heart palpitations.
First of
Hey,
all, that costume looks extremely hot. Like it
It
looks, it's
do.
It
like head
does.
to toe.
Wasn't it
it's
made
breathable.
like
No, it's
rubber or was it
breathable.
made of cloth?
It's
Okay.
breathable. No,
Is it with the
it's gonna
weights
be
or without the weights?
Yeah, and it got the weights
without the
on
weights.
it.
Without the
Without the
weights.
weights.
Come on.
Let's be for real. Come on, y'all.
Without the
Let's be for
weight.
real. I'm a
Yeah.
regular nigga. I'm gonna get like a dry fit. My shit gonna be dry fit, so it's gonna be real light, breathable.
Like you're saying, but I'm gonna get it, and I'm not gonna have the no. You gotta have the costume. You're gonna do Rock Lee's
Yeah.
fit. You gotta have the costume with the weights.
That man ain't gonna be able to move. He gonna be stuck on the
Hell
couch.
no. Not Rock Lee weights now.
Hey.
I do some weights.
Okay.
I think I would want Static Shock costume, like the
Oh, that's
one
cool.
with the baggy pants and
I can see
the
that.
shirt with the jacket. You know what I'm saying? Because it was layered,
Mm-hmm.
so he could make that the thing was versatile. You know what I'm saying? So he could like take off the jacket you got on your short sleeve and your pants. You can take off the shirt. Then you got on a wife beater up under it.
He has the most
Sure.
do-it-yourself, make-it-from-home costume that has caught on everybody.
Exactly.
Like,
I can still look like a regular person.
yeah, like I feel
And I
like I
don't have
have
because
that
y'all finna be out here looking crazy.
crazy.
I'm
I
just
feel
gonna look
I
like a
have
schoolgirl.
exactly. Well, I would just look
I mean,
fabulous.
your costume gonna have a big ass eye on it, Candice, and it's gonna be talking to you. So
And what's your point?
that doesn't look crazy. Okay, my bad. I
It
didn't know that was
doesn't.
normal.
Like
I didn't
It
know that was
doesn't.
normal.
like Demarcus, I feel like I have the materials right now to make that costume. I definitely feel that I can do that
Yeah.
right now. But
Shit, ship it to me then. Ship it to me, and I'll wear it next episode.
goodness. Okay, Lorente, what's the
Heck
last
no.
question?
All right, moving on along. We got Franklin from LA. Franklin asks, if you could have a conversation with any fictional character, who would it be?
Conversation with any fictional character.
Fictitious? Yeah.
Fictional.
Yep. Sorry about that.
It's all good. No. I mean, that's the way he wrote it. Fictional.
All right, Frank, come on, dog.
No, man. Don't shame Frank, man. He learning. It's a learning experience.
Yes.
His
Frank
name is
for the
Franklin,
future.
first off. His name is Franklin. You should listen.
Franklin for the future. The word is fictional. Got me fucking up. The word is fictional. So now that you know better, you can do better, and you'll be better, brother. You're welcome.
My first inclination is to talk to Catwoman so I could be a better thief and be able to steal better. But I think that I would actually talk to Madame Xanadu to just find out what the
Ooh.
lottery numbers are going to
Oh.
Mm.
I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
This is hard.
Yeah, no, for real. I'm trying to think of a good one and not waste my one conversation.
hmm
Ooh.
The winning lottery numbers is actually a really practical one, and I like that, and I wish I had thought about it.
Yeah.
You
I might talk to Sakura, just see how she's doing.
Really?
just
just
gonna
to
talk to her?
just to shoot the breeze with her. You're not gonna.
Nah, I don't think knowing Loronta, it ain't just gonna be a conversation.
I mean,
She just
she has a child with Sasuke at this point, right? Like she's a whole. Come
She's
on,
you
a
got
man.
whole
kids, you
mother.
got 2 kids. What you saying?
All right, well, it's just gonna be a professional, interview for the pod. Come on, man. I'm trying to do this for DGE. I'm trying to take us to new
Hey, don't be
heights.
trying to don't bring us in this. This is a personal game, and you know it.
Like
How?
if you watch Boruto, I think that Sakura has the only relationship because I think everybody's just in it because they have to breed with each other because they don't
Ooh.
have like relationship like
Breed.
they don't look or they don't act like they're in a relationship. They just like friends with benefits. But
Hmm.
Sakura and Sasuke, they actually act like they're in a bona fide relationship with each other.
I
So
don't think so because, well, if they do act like they're in a relationship, it's not an affectionate one because Sasuke be egging this girl. She be trying to hug him. He be like, nah, you good.
I mean, I thought that too, but one of the last arcs in Boruto before they went back to the main storyline was they were in prison. Sasuke was in prison and he was fighting dinosaurs and it was this whole thing with him loving Sakura more and him showing more affection to Sakura and like he's like I already do that but in my own way and yeah it really showed how he was really affectionate to Sakura just in his own way so
But I mean,
Hmm.
do you is it are you should you love someone in the ways that you are comfortable, or should you love someone in the ways that they want to be loved?
the way that you are comfortable.
No, you should love someone in the ways that they want to be loved.
Mm-mm, no.
Because you could be doing all this stuff, and they be like, "I don't need you to take me to Paris and save the village and be a spy and shit. I just need you to give me a hug.
Well,
You need to love
Mm.
folks in the ways that they need to be loved.
him
This is why you need a
saving.
therapist, Jared. But that's a
I
different
don't need a
conversation.
therapist. No, him
You
saving the
do need a
village has
therapist.
nothing to do with him loving Sakura. Him saving the village is him atoning for him destroying the village in the past. So that has
Mm.
nothing to do with him loving Sakura. But I don't need a therapist because I want to love someone the way I want to love someone. If somebody cannot accept that, then I'm not the person for them and they're not the person for me. Like
Mm.
why do I need a
Mm.
therapist
Mm.
for that? Like I'm not crazy
Mm.
for not wanting to go out of
Oof.
my way. Like if somebody told me,
You're
Jared,
not crazy for wanting to go out your way, but you know what I'm saying? That's not a conducive way to build relationships, my brother.
okay, if
Mm.
somebody came up to you and said, Jared, like I love you, we could be in a great relationship together, but you have to change the way you talk or you have to change the way you walk. I'm not gonna do that. So that's not
Nah,
gonna
That's
work.
how
but
relationships work.
it might not be you
Then
got to
it's
change the
not
way
then
you walk, but it's like it might be like, hey, Jared, I want you to talk to me more nicely.
then
I don't want you to throw shade at me all the time.
I mean then
There
they
you
don't
go. And
understand
stuff
then they
like
don't
that.
understand me. They do
I
Then
not
you
want you to
don't love
understand
change
them.
your
me.
You don't
religion.
love them.
Then
Right.
I
I
then
want
I
you to
must not. I must
Mm.
not
I want you
love
to
them.
change your religion, change the way you dress. I want you to
Mm-mm.
move over here.
Like,
I want you to eat
okay,
like
hold
this.
on.
I
Now you
want
can't
you
conflate all these things. You can't conflate all those things.
to
Changing your religion is so much bigger than like I want you to move to this place with me.
It's all equal. It's all equal.
Mm.
Anything that you change, whether it's your religion
Candace,
or
we
your
can't hear your faces
shoelaces,
on the podcast. You need to
whether
use your words like a
I'm
figment.
whether
sorry.
it's your religion or your shoelaces, you should not have to change who you are to be
Whether
with
it's your
somebody.
religion or your shoelaces. Somebody find this man a therapist.
What?
BetterHelp.
Why do I?
BetterHelp.com/BGE
Slash.
pod.
No, I don't need I need a therapist for so many other things. I don't need a therapist for
Please,
wanting to
please.
change myself to love somebody. No.
If I
I
could
don't
talk
think
to a
you have to
fictional,
change yourself. It's compromising if you're
there you go.
and you're speaking with each other and you're like,
Excuse me.
coming to a conclude or not conclusion, but you're coming to a agreement with each other, and
Mm-hmm.
you need to be vulnerable with them, and that's the thing I think,
I mean,
and
Yeah,
that's the hardest part of everything.
cooperation,
we can
work
cooperate,
together.
we can compromise, but I'm not going to change myself. But I'm
Mm.
willing to compromise with somebody. In
I mean, you
order
shouldn't be wanting to change yourself, I guess. I think you should, well, not for somebody else. You should be wanting to change yourself for you, I
exactly,
think.
Mm-hmm.
exactly,
Mm-hmm.
And then that should also benefit the person that you're with, I
exactly,
think.
exactly.
It's
Yeah.
my point of view, I guess.
Candice, if you could talk to a fictional character, who would it be?
While y'all was talking, I was looking. I ain't gonna lie. So actually, because I am in the process or have been wanting
Mm.
to learn how to cook, right?
Ooh.
And I do cook a little bit, but Soma Yukihara
From
from
Food
Food
Wars.
Wars,
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
him or his dad, whichever one, so they could teach me how to cook. That's about it. See what little tricks they got.
Yeah.
Also, I want to be in that world because I'm very curious of how food makes them lose their clothes,
Yeah,
like how that works.
yeah. I
I
haven't
mean,
seen that yet, but like apparently they be orgasming from just the sight of food.
so
Oh
I've
yeah,
heard not the sight, the taste. It's always the
the
taste,
taste
never
of
the sight.
food. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the aroma. Maybe the aroma has made them orgasm. But I've definitely heard of this. I've definitely heard of people orgasming or getting real close to orgasm because the food is so good. But I feel
I
like
ain't never had that.
you got to be a real sensitive person to begin with for that to happen. Like
I'll have
the
what she's
wind,
having.
like you got to, like the wind got to blow on your nipples right when you for that kind of shit to happen. Um, if I could talk to a fictional character, um, damn. I don't know, man. I don't know who I want to talk to. I've been rewatching. I don't want to talk to nobody from the Yu Yu Hakusho. I've been rewatching it though.
Stacy
Uh,
X.
I don't know who that is.
Stacy X is a mutant who can affect your pheromones. So when she was found by Professor X, she was actually a prostitute, and she
Oh,
was a high class prostitute, and she could make her clients, orgasm just by being in their presence. So,
wow,
and
impressive.
yeah,
I don't think I would want that. Um, but I would. I'm gonna go Loronta route, man. I would talk to Mount Lady from
oh my
My
God,
Hero
what is
Academia.
with
Mm,
you and her?
mm.
What is with you and this
It's a
white
whole lot of
lady?
Mm.
woman, ain't it?
That's a
Mm.
whole lot of woman.
Wow. Wow.
Mm, mm.
Oh man, yeah. It's just a conversation. It's just gonna be for the trying to do. I'm doing this for the pod.
Nah,
I'm
Wow.
doing this for us,
nah.
y'all, so she can be a
Oh,
guest on the
oh, oh, now you,
pod.
and now you trying to. Oh, okay, okay.
I guess
I'm
that.
Mm-mm.
sorry. We doing it for the pod, right, Laurente?
Yes, sir. Everything I do is for the pod, whether y'all believe it or not. Everything I do
Whether y'all believe it or
Wow.
not, everything I do is for the pod.
I guess that
for the
when we
people.
have our, well, next week, when we talk about My Hero Academia, we can discuss my growing disdain because of this pod for Deku and My Hero. Like honestly, Demarcus, I have 5 more episodes of that show to watch. That was the hardest 5 episodes that I've ever had to like struggle through and make myself
Mm.
watch. Like,
Really?
yeah, it was very hard because I didn't want to see Deku. I just didn't want to do it, but we can get into it next week.
You finished though. You're like caught up now, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm never
These
gonna
last
watch
few
the show
episodes, the
again.
last few episodes was the shit. They was real
No,
good.
no, they weren't.
Uh,
I'm
okay.
just gonna read the manga, because
All
watching
right.
it isn't doing anything for me. It's actually making me upset. So I'm just gonna read the
Okay.
manga and just be happy with the manga. But we'll talk about it next week.
We want to thank our
Mhm.
guest, Kandice, for coming on the show and helping us out today.
Mhm.
Thank you,
Thank
Kandice.
you,
We
guys.
appreciate you so much. Is there anything you want to plug before we get up out of here?
Nah, not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Okay. No clothing brands, no Instagram pages,
Mm-mm.
nothing. All right. All right, y'all. Well, as always, follow us on Instagram at Black Geek Energy, on Twitter at that same thing, and then on what that is, the young folks be on the Tiki Talkie at BGE_pod,
The Tic
and
Tac,
we the Tic Tac. Yeah, there you go. The
but
Tac Tick.
that's not the username for Tic Tac.
What is
For
it?
TikTok?
Ain't it BGE_pod?
No, that's for
What's
Black Geek
that?
Twitter.
Energy.
TikTok
And
is Black Geek Energy.
yes,
Okay, and Twitter is BGE_pod.
There
yes.
you go.
Twitter is BGE_pod. Instagram and TikTok at Black Geek Energy. And we're
And
always
then
accepting
Gmail.
questions and fan mail, hate mail, whatever kind of mail you want to send. Send new doles to blackgeekenergy@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Send your new doles.
You're
Ha, 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 ha,
yeah.
ha.
Make sure that you go into the Apple Store, and y'all still haven't done this, and that's what makes me so mad. Go into the Apple Store, because both of y'all have Apple accounts. Then y'all can just go in the Apple Store and then rate the podcast and leave a comment so that people can find us. I don't care that you don't listen to it at all on Apple, but go into Apple, search the pod Black Geek Energy, and rate us. And leave a comment about this wonderful show that you spend all your time listening to, because everybody needs to listen to it. If you do it,
Mhm.
everybody gotta do it.
We bring joy to your life every Wednesday night.
Everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And don't forget, if you need therapy about anything that's not changing yourself, because you shouldn't have to change yourself for a relationship.
I
But if
mean,
you
you shouldn't
need,
have to change yourself for a relationship, but sometimes you need to change to make yourself better. And you need
Mm.
somebody to help you get to a point where you're willing to compromise and cooperate with someone. Um, so yeah, you might need therapy for that,
and
Jared.
those people can be found on betterhelp.com/bgepod. Um,
And they'll give you a nice little discount.
yeah, they'll give you 10% off it if you tell them that you got they're from us. So go
Mm-hmm.
ahead,
Mm-hmm.
uh, use our discount code and get the help that you need or think you need, or even you don't think you need help.
Yeah.
You don't have to
Especially if you
be.
don't think you need it.
Yeah, you don't have to be in the middle of a crisis to get some help. So yeah,
Yeah. And if you're in the middle of a crisis, it's probably too late. You should have been in therapy.
Mm.
Mm. Come on,
okay,
Demarcus.
Hey, I'm being
okay.
real.
That ain't real.
All right. Bye, y'all. We love you. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other.
BGE out.
BGE out.
How are y'all doing? How are y'all feeling? How's your heart? How's your mind? Now, y'all have asked us about mental health before and what our feelings are on mental health. And I say that your mental health is just as important as your physical health, your spiritual health, and your financial health, your fiscal health. And therapy, a lot of times, is a bridge to those other things. And so our sponsor, BetterHelp, is here to help us with that and help you with that. And I know a lot of y'all don't believe in therapy. Y'all ain't got time for it. Can't nobody tell you how you feel. But that's not what BetterHelp is here to do. What BetterHelp does is that they have licensed professionals that help you understand why you're feeling the way you do and are able to walk you through those feelings and help you get to a better place or just to reassure you of where you already are. I'm in therapy myself, and I can tell you that it's working for me. So, why not give it a try? You can go to betterhelp.com/BGE pod. That's beta gamma epsilon pod for 10% off and get started with BetterHelp today.